Graham Norton, thank you for having us. You wrote your first novel, Holding. When did you decide to write a novel? On what time in your life you decide, well, now I have to do it?
Ever since I was young, ever since I was like a teenager, I loved reading, I really enjoyed novels, and I always wanted to write a novel. And it's one of those things, you must know these people who kind of go, oh, I'd love to play the piano. Mm-hmm. And at some point you kind of think, well, learn and stop talking about it because I'm really bored. So I thought, if I'm going to do this, particularly after I turned 50, when I turned 50, I kind of thought, if I'm going to write this book, I need to do it, or at least just stop talking about it.
Okay.
So
is it an age thing?
I think it was an age thing.
Yeah.
I think it was a kind of, if I'm going to do this, I might as well do it. And it's weird to be talking to you about my debut novel.
Why is it weird?
Because I'm 53 years old,
So?
Well, no, because in most people's minds, at 53, you're kind of winding down. You're kind of going, I'd be looking back. I'd be talking about and then my other novel, blah, 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 blah. So it's kind of weird, but I think it's good to be starting a career at 53.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, I at the same time, I don't want to give up the TV or the radio because actually, I think I enjoy writing as a reaction to those jobs. Mm-hmm. So if I was just writing, I'd probably go out of my mind and, just...
So you want to find a balance in that?
Yeah. Okay. I think the joy in this is that it's not the other things. Mm-hmm. And being able to do the TV is... And also because, well, to be brutally honest, TV is quite well paid. The lovely writing, not so well paid. So
this is your first novel, so...
Yeah, but I'm not sure I'll ever be J.K. Rowling. And really, if you're going to write, that you need to be Stephen King or J.K. Rowling if you're actually going to live as a writer.
Okay, the book is called Bewaring, that's in Dutch. Bewaring. And in English it's Holding. What's the story about?
Holding, it's called Holding because it's about a small bit of land. Mm-hmm. And it's also that sense of holding where you're waiting, waiting for something, like on hold, holding on to people. It works on so many levels. It's such a clever title. I could really talk about this a lot more. But it's basically, it's about a small community in Ireland. Yeah. And some human remains are found on a building site, and that kind of brings up things that have happened in the past.
That's what I thought when I read it. Holding secrets.
You see, it works on that level too. Yeah.
Yeah. So how small is it?
It's a very good title.
It's a very good title, Graham. And let's talk about the characters. They are a little. How do I call that?
Irish.
Irish, but also a little sad.
Yes.
Pathetic sometimes.
These are not happy people.
No, these are not happy people.
No, they are not happy people. And I suppose something that interests me is that idea, because terrible things happen to everybody. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter who you are. No one gets through life without terrible things happening.
Okay.
And I remember back in university, a friend of mine, Rose, we were talking about some guy in our class who something awful had happened in his childhood. And I just remember she said, would you not get over it? And I'm very much off the get over it school.
Yeah.
Where some people just can't. They get stuck in a moment in time. And that happens to these people in this book, where something happens and they can sort of, I don't know why that happens, but just some people can't get beyond an event in their lives. Mm-hmm. And I still don't understand it, but that's what I was kind of exploring in this book.
Okay. Now, probably this will be a spoiler alert, so if you have to read the book then. But will be there another book with PJ and Britt?
I don't know. When I finished this, I thought that was the end of it. I thought, well, done. Mm-hmm. See ya. Okay. I'm finished with these people's lives. But actually, a lot of people have said, "Ooh, is there going to be more?" So maybe, but I'm not planning it right now.
Okay, we're going to play some songs on the radio. When we return with Graham Norton, he's going to tell me which dream guest will appear on your show.
Okay.
NPO Radio 2.